Today is the third day of this Atal FTP. Today we are going to conduct 3 sessions, 2 sessions in the morning and 1 session in the afternoon. So Vijay Bhaskar sir has already joined, who is the resource person for today's session. I request Ms. Pratiksha Akki to introduce the resource person to all of us.
Good morning, everyone. It gives me a great pleasure to introduce today's speaker, Dr. Vijay Bhaskar sir, MPharm, PhD, Associate Professor, Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry, Manipal College of Pharmaceutical Science, Manipal. Sir has completed DPharm from SJM College of Pharmacy, Chitradurga, Karnataka in the year 1988, completed BPharm from SCS College of Pharmacy, Harpanhalli in 1992, completed MPharm from Birla Institute of Technology and Science, Pilani in the year 1997, completed PhD from Manipal University in the year 2014. His research interests include drug design, synthetic organic and medicinal chemistry, and spectral characterization of organic molecule. Sir has 25 years of teaching experience and has attended various workshops, conferences, symposium, training programs, QIPs, and FDPs. Sir is an approved guide in Manipal University and guided 10 MPharm students. To his credits, he has 14 publications in both national and international journals. He is a life member of various professional organizations such as American Chemical Society, Association of Pharmacy Teachers of India, Indian Pharmaceutical Association, National Magnetic Resonance Society of India, Chemical Research Society of India, and Association of Chemistry Teachers. Sir has received Best Teacher Award 2 times from Manipal University for the academic year 2012-13 and 14-15. Once again, I welcome you, sir. Now I request sir to start the session. Thank you.
So we have made you as a co-host. Bhaskar sir, we have made you as a co-host. You can share your screen.
Yes, madam. Yeah. Is it visible, madam?
Yes, sir. It is still sharing. Yes, sir, it's visible, sir.
Now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shall I start, madam?
Yes, sir. Please, sir.
Shall I go ahead?
Sir,
Yeah.
you can go ahead.
Yeah. Good morning, all of you. I'm very much pleased.
So audio, we are not able to hear you, sir.
But it is the general topic. Although it looks to be a general topic, but
The
it is.
screen, excuse me, sir. Screen has not been shared. There was some technical issue.
Okay. 1 second.
Yes, please, sir.
One second. Madam, can you send the link to the mail, please? Really? Which mail? Gmail? One second.
Screen has been shared, sir.
Now?
Yes, sir. It has been shared.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Now, although it looks to be a general topic, but it is very, very important for the present world. Being a pharmacist, we must be aware of this and try to first enjoy the quality of living by ourselves. Then we can spread the same message to the social community. This is my view. That is the reason when Fatima ji asked me to deliver compulsorily, I just opted this because I just experienced by doing the yoga. That's the reason. Whenever you buy any electronic gadget, okay, or any machine like a car, you're always provided by a user manual. Very important that user manual provides step-by-step instructions for its efficient usage, and also it will be very effective. Whenever if you encounter any problems, it will solve the your troubleshoots. That is the importance of user manual. Okay, one second. If you guess a question, is there any user manual for human beings too? Okay, or do we really require a user manual for our living purpose? If you pose a question, if you say no, then it will be very difficult to live in this society, simply because if you have a money, you will not be happy. If you have no money, you will not be happy. Isn't any situation, circumstances, or any adverse situations will always keep you in the trouble. That's the reason always the moment we born, always our parents will be the user manuals, our teachers will be the user manuals. Okay, so that's why we always require to have a quality life. Living is different, surviving is different. Very important this is. To have a quality human life, to live with a joyful, not with any sufferings, we always require a user manual. Okay, broadly, let us put like this: all our religious holy books can be considered as a user manuals. You got Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana, or Mahabharata for your Hindus. Then you got a Quran for Muslims, and you have Bible for the Christians, and so on. You got variety of the religious books. They composed of wonderful instructions. Let us say, keep it like this: instructions, isn't how to live in the society, how to be with the people, how ourselves will have to. It guides us wonderfully. That's the reason we try to follow. Okay. Then we got all the festivals. We let us say them as spiritual practices. Every year we get a sequence of the festivals. By practicing the moments of the festivals, it not just the physically, even by taking at a mind level, we will try to rectify our mistakes and we will move on. That's also very, very important. Okay. Then, but there is one very important I put forward and I isolate this practice known as yoga practice. It became, although it is formerly was known as a religious practice, it belongs to one religion originated from India, but now this yoga practice has been taken as a scientific tool, very important, worldwide, authorized by our Nobel laureates, okay, research community. They carried out the exhaustive research on the yoga, its implications, its benefit effects, all have been. Yoga has fetched nearly 2 Nobel Prizes. One is in 2009 and other one is in 2016. Okay. So after having this research on this has been projected, including the Western countries, including the European countries. That's why it has been used as a tool for the human cause. That is why it has been widely accepted. That's why, although it is born in our home, but we are not aware of it because we take this as an ancient spiritual practice, not to be seen with that tag. We must, being a pharmacist, okay, we should look at yoga practice as a scientific tool for the 100% normal health. That's the reason we need to have an awareness on this. Okay. So why yoga became a very, very popular, we always, when we have a question, being ourselves the teachers, why Americans are so popular. Nearly, you don't believe, in 2020, it became so popular, a big business in the America, 75,000 crores of rupees business has been, transactions have been taken place on practicing of the yoga in America alone. You can imagine how popular it is. That's why if you look at in this angle, okay, 1 second, I'm getting something. Okay. If you look at the reason for this, okay, we always, if I say, if my name is Vijay Bhaskar, then I will look in this, my body's physical body, isn't only by looking at my physical body, I have been recognized, Vijay Bhaskar meaning, okay, but we are not aware of, there is a one more body behind me, like for any individual, isn't, apart from his appearing body, physical body, a physical mass, we got behind us or along with us, there is an invisible body, isn't it? Is not visible to our naked eyes, but one must experience by ourselves, isn't that is an important, that we call it as a subtle human body, okay? Invisible body is known as subtle region of our human body. This has been said by our spiritual saints eons ago, thousands of years ago, but we don't recognize. Very, very important is, being we are educated with Western culture, we just ignored them. But now it is been documented, authorized by the Nobel laureates. Say, for example, this is the gentleman, Alexis Carrel. He is the French scientist, a renowned surgeon. He got Nobel Prize in 2000, in 1912, I think. In 1912, yes. I think this rubber is coming. 1 second. Okay. He written in his book known as Man the Unknown. Okay. He exhaustively studied the physical structure of the body, but he could not able to answer, okay, the effects of body, like you got any the stress, the happiness. He is unable to get the exact where they have been got originated, such feelings or emotions or thoughts. That is why he said, finally, he concluded in this book that every individual has an invisible body apart from the physical body. Okay. If that body is got cleaned up, your appearance based on the invisible body, but not the physical body. That's what he concluded so wonderfully. Okay. That is the reason, by considering the Western research and as well as our Indian philosophy, the people said, you are not only the physical body, behind you, you have invisible body, which is collection of your mind, thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Okay, you will have to master these, isn't? You will have to have an awareness that you got your own original thoughts, isn't? Mind is the noblest gadget gifted by the God when we are born, but we are using for an abnormal thoughts purpose, isn't? That's why we will have to have a check on this. If I want to clean my body, I will take a bath, isn't? I rub I clean by using soaps like Pears or sandal soaps, whatever may be. But how will you clean? How will you have a bath for the invisible body, isn't or not? So mind generates the thoughts abnormally, ranging from nearly 10,000 to 16,000 of thoughts per day, isn't? 90% of those thoughts are 90 to 95% of those thoughts are repetitive. Simply your sense organs collects whatever externally they have been visible. It takes the pictures of them and it sends to the mind. According to those situations, mind amplifies the thoughts and it will keep on generating. That's why a stream of a thoughts will always kept on generating from your mind. That's why you cannot sit just by closing your eyes even for 5 minutes, isn't? You will be get disturbed by your thoughts. That's the reason the Nobel scientists, they said, first, before cleaning your physical body, you need to clean your inner body, invisible body, isn't? Your subtle body. Your thoughts must be absolutely normal, isn't? So that you can able to, if your thoughts are good, automatically your visible body is also be absolutely fine. That's the reason. You just think of, if your enemy comes, any enemy opposite, if he comes, your heart rate get increases, pulse rate get increases, isn't or not? He is automatically entering into your software, your invisible body, and he just disturbs the thoughts. You can imagine, isn't or not? Anxiety, worries. I'll go to my past, I will go to my future. I never try to live in the present moment, isn't? If I misuse that mind for going the past or going to the future, always we will have any anxiety and worries, remember, they have a worst bad consequences on our physiology system. Very important. Isn't anxiety causes the heart rate, abnormal rise in the heart rate. There will be reduction in the insulin production. That is why lifestyle chronic diseases like you got a diabetes or you have hypertension. These are all not reasons. You go to any Nobel laureate, if you ask them the reasons, they will say unknown reasons, idiopathic reasons. They are all. Your lifestyle is the reasons they say. That's the reason we will have to curtail this kind of, and one must be aware of the inner body. Very important aspect of our life. Okay, that's the reason. We can say like this, the diseases are of two kinds. One is psychosomatical diseases and second one is infectious diseases. Infectious disease refers to the external organism enters into the our human body. Say for example, you got a malarial parasite or tubercle bacilli. If it enters, it takes the shelter, eats our tissues and just get multiply and causes the disease. Then you will have the definite cure for that. Okay, you go for the treatment that is of an infectious disease. But how about the psychosomatical diseases? Psycho refers to the mind. Somatic means the body. If there is any imbalance between the mind and body functionality, always there will be leads to disorders in our activity of the physical body. That's why most of the diseases which we acquire, they're all of psychosomatical basis. Okay, the present like chronic, you are having a back pains, arthritis, anxiety, worries, whatever maybe it is, they're all off because of abnormality in the functioning of the mind. That's the reason one must have a very important is to have a awareness on your mind, how exactly it get functions away. That's the reason scientists and including our the saints of yesteryears, they identified the diseases and they put forward like this. They listed like this. Okay, one is the desires, the anger. I say only in English, but I don't use the Sanskrit terms. Some may not like the Sanskrit terms. Okay, as we are discussing in the science perspective. Okay, you might have heard these names also. Arishad Vargas, this is called as in Sanskrit. Okay, the greed or inactiveness or laziness, we call it as matsarya. Then tiredness, excessive tiredness. These are all the qualities or diseased conditions of your invisible body. Very, very important is we will have to have always a control on all these. You cannot 100% eradicate them, but they must be present within their limits. Very important. Pharmacopoeia limits, like you will have to have these. If they are fully disappears away, if they disappears from our mind, then we will become God. But if they are present within the stipulated amount, okay, very important, within the check, then absolutely we can able to live for 100+ years. 100+ years our lifespan will be. Otherwise, I just told you, anger, if you get a frequent angerness, always your heart rate will be absolutely get imbalanced away. That's the reason. Then you will have many other hazardous effects on the body. Example, if you take the stress, it's an emotional moment. Okay, everybody knows it's a popular word, stress. I don't go much in detail. Okay, in the medicinal point of view, you know this. Whenever any person suffers with a stress, a chronic stress, okay, if you carry the stress, the severity of the stress will decide the diseases. Okay. Say, for example, what happens if a person suffers from a stress? He always will have a release of a toxic chemicals, a poisonous chemicals in our body. The physical body, our body is totally all about the chemical based. Yes or no? Totally, its communication, its functions, totally it is based on the pure chemicals. That's why look at here, cortisol, a steroid will be released away when you have a stress. Adrenaline, we say epinephrine, noradrenaline. This is because of sympathetic stimulation. Okay, we have an autonomic nervous system, sympathetic and parasympathetic. It functions automatically opposite to each other and try to maintain. Okay, so constant suffering from stress condition keeps always sympathetic system on firing. That's why the neuron nerve endings releases these hormones. You know the implications of adrenaline. Adrenaline always increases the heart rate. Okay, cardiac output get increases away, so as you develop rise in the blood pressure, so as norepinephrine to clotting, blood clotting, it has got an influence. Then you see the cortisol, release of the cortisol has a negative effect on the beta cells of our pancreas that is responsible for the release of insulin. That's why lifestyle, very, very important. Gone are the days of getting the diabetes at the age of 70 plus or 80 plus. Now we could able to say even at the 30 plus, very, very stupidity this is. It is simply because we are inviting by our own nature, not by anybody else. That's the reason one must master. First of all, before winning the society, first we should win by ourselves in order to have the best health. Being a pharmacist, it is one of the requirement for us. Then only we can able to guide the society, the surroundings. Otherwise, it can never be so. Very important. That's why this is not too late. Okay, in order to get awareness and to get practice away. Okay, so that's why after an exhaustive research, scientists found that, okay, not only the Indian scientists said long ago, 5,000 years ago, but we are not authorized them because we have taken this as a spiritual practice. That is our ignorance, very important. But Western people, other country peoples are saying this, okay? That's why they replaced the yoga word by mindfulness. You might have heard this term. Both are synonymous to each other. Yoga or mindfulness. Okay, you can see later on, you can Google for the word, you will get the same meaning. Okay, because yoga, most of them are preferring or looking at an angle of spiritualism. This is in most of the countries, it is being replaced by mindfulness. Okay, so they, by doing an exhaustive research, taking the many human samples, they said we can able to reduce the stress, relieve an anxiety with 100%, and we can able to manage the depression, all the backache pains, lower back pains, whatever may be. Okay, by relieving so, you can increase the quality of life. Very important, isn't it? Absolutely. Physical pains are different from mental pains, isn't the pains which arises from the mind is sometimes, you know, it will be hampers our life. Half alive will be, we will say, like a +2 student who dissects the frog for looking at any frog dectus abdominis muscles, or in our pharmacy also, in pharmacology, people will be doing the experiments. Frog will be alive, but it is on dissection. Half alive it will be. Likewise, we also, we are living, but we are with a painful living. We are struggle to live because of all these abnormal mind disorders. That is the reason no other drugs, whatever you give an anti-anxiety, those are all for a temporary relief. Anti-stress drugs, if you go to the doctor, they just prescribe they need the sales of the drugs for their turnovers. But remember, to have 100% check on all these, we must make sure that our mind should not be get suffered away from all these. How? By constant analyzing the mind, giving an appropriate knowledge. Okay, that's why the yoga does. Yoga is not alone by doing the asanas, the twisting and turning of the body. Yoga means feeding your mind an appropriate knowledge and get rid of those thoughts. Okay, now say for example, if I am going in a traffic, I could experience the painful traffic in a Bangalore if I go. Say for example, if I go to the building where the 10th floor or 11th floor, if I could observe the traffic from the 10th or 11th floor, what happens? It looks a very smaller for me. So as here also, the practitioner of yoga ascends to the higher dimensions. Okay, he is going for the upper floors of your inner self. So when you are visualizing this after going to the higher dimensions, everything looks as an ordinary for you. Your job, everything you can do with single-handedly without facing any stressful condition. That is what the beauty of the yoga. Okay, so it stimulates the brain function. It helps prevent heart diseases. All they have got the beneficial effects from practicing the yoga. Okay, you don't believe, that's what I said. In 2009, yoga has got a Nobel Prize. Latest one, it is 10 years ago, if I'm not wrong, 10, 12 years ago. She is the title you see, meditation can slow down the aging. Okay, she put the title for which she secured the Nobel Prize. She and along with her students worked on, okay, on meditation, and she concluded wonderfully. If you practice 12 minutes daily, the yoga and meditation for 8 weeks, okay, her research output, this is, it increased. She put forward in a scientific way, okay, scientific way. 8 weeks increases the telomerase activity. It's an enzyme, telomerase activity by 43%. This is the enzyme which curtails the aging of the cells and makes the human being for a prolonged life. Okay, she is known as Elizabeth Blackburn. And if you see the mechanism in a few 2-3 minutes, I'll put forward. Okay, any cell in our body will undergo for cell division. Yes or no? For a cell division, when one cell divides into 2, the genetic material which is present in the cell will be equally shared off. Hope so you remember this. Okay, you got the genetic material in the form of a chromosomes. Am I right? If you see the structure of the chromosome, okay, the end portions of the chromosome have a cap-like a structure. Hope so. Okay, this we call them as telomere. Remember, it's like you have a what is this? Shoelaces. Shoelaces. The end portions will have an aglets. Yes or no? They are tightly bound by with a plastic or a steel material. Aglets we call them as, isn't it? So that as long as the aglets are there, the shoelaces will be very good. If the aglets will removed off, what happens? By accidentally, that shoelaces will become a layers like. It gets spoiled away. In a similar fashion here, as long as telomere is there, your chromosomes, you are generated away. Okay. If there is a damage to this telomere, what happens? If telomere goes away, it's a nucleotide. Look at here. It's even base pairs have been given over here. I don't go much in detail. I don't take away, make you the uncomfortable over here, but I try to convince you in a simple language. If you are interested, you can go by later on. Okay. So telomeres provide a protection for chromosomes while during the cell division. But remember, cell division does not happen only once or twice or thrice or 10 times or 100 times. It keeps on happening, cell division in our body, thousands times. Yes or no? So when it is happening, what happens? Automatically, isn't there will be a degeneration of your telomere. Look at here. It is undergoing shortening. Every time it happens, cell division, okay, there is an always tendency of shortening of your telomere, isn't it not? So it is taken as a measurer of the diseased condition of the patient. If it is too shortened, it means that he is liable to get diseased one. That's why aging happens. All the cells will keep on dying. The moment it is completely get shortened away, okay, the telomere, what happens? It means the respective cells which do not have the telomere, it means the protection here, then immediately the chromosomes will be unwavered, isn't unwinded. Then totally mutation of the genes will happen. The respective cell will not undergo for cell division properly. Ideal cell division does not happen. That's why a programmed cell death will happen. That is why we attain the age. These are all proven experimentally by that Nobel laureate. That's the reason automatically in our body, okay, in order to have that balanced amount of telomere, okay, we got an enzyme called as telomerase. This is the enzyme. If it is present at adequate level, okay, it will prevent the shortening of your telomeres. It keep on adding certain base pairs whenever it gets shortens away. Please remember, this is what they derive. Okay, so this is the enzyme which is a very, very significant and important to maintain the telomere structure here. Okay, adequate amount of the balanced amount of, look at here, that's why it is said here, balanced amount of telomerase must be there. That's why, because of a stress, then why this is being decreased away? Telomerase in our body, our lifestyle, okay, our lifestyle conditions, diseased conditions, isn't abnormal thoughts which are coming out from our mind, like stress, anxiety, worries, they try to hamper the production of telomerase in our body. Very important this is. That's the reason we are able to go in this fashion. Our cells, that's why lack due to stressful condition or other lifestyle. There are many reasons she quoted. If you want, you can Google it. You will get a lot of information regarding this. I tell you. Okay, one of the finest thesis she presented. Okay, it is been simply in a simple manner. It is been explained the way one can read by Googling it. Okay, so that's why telomerase concentration, if it get decreases in the body, you are very prone to get the diseased conditions. That's why amount of the telomerase in our body decides how old are you. Everything they could able to measure our parameters. Okay, that's why if you can able to maintain the balanced amount of telomerase, your cell division will be carried upon very normally, whatever may be the cell division in our body. Okay, their concentrations will be absolutely being made. We can postpone the aging process. That's why in this spiritual saints who lived for 150 years, there are even incidences of 120, 125 years of living. They lived, isn't? But we are unable to live because of our lifestyle. Okay, so that is the number one. And in 2016, you might have seen in a medicine, one of the Japanese scientists got a Nobel Prize for showing the benefit effects of fasting. Fasting is our a perennial household methodology, this is. But we don't do twice in a month or once in a month or 4 times in a month, we keep on doing the fasting, isn't it? It has been practiced in India for many years, but we are ignored. Isn't only we are carrying out with the purpose of getting desires granted from the God. Okay, if you sanction me these my desires, then I will be on fasting, festival fasting. To eat more, we try. That is absolutely ignorance. We must see in a medical point of view, it has got a lot of benefits. If you can fast at least twice in a month, having the gap of from 12 to 16 hours, according to him, I'm saying it is not mine. One should aware of this. Okay. So he said in his concluding remarks, 12 to 16 hours, if you give the gap from one food to another food, okay, 12 to 16 hours. During this gap, your metabolic cells, the cells which are required for your metabolism, if they are old enough, if they are not functioning well, they will undergo for autolysis. That's why it is called as an autophagy. Okay, mechanism of autophagy is called as autophagy, otherwise it is called as. So what happens? They undergo the death, suicide happens. The old cells which are not good for ideal metabolism, they will be die away, will be recycled. By the recycling of those old cells after their death, our body capable of synthesizing the new cells which have got a very good energy for the food digestion. That's what he concluded after carrying out a routine experimentation over this. That's why he named this as an intermittent fasting. We said long ago, but we did not listen. But now, because this noble laureate is saying, we are listening to this. For everything, we need a reasoning. We don't listen to our ancestors or our elders. That's the reason. Okay, look at here. If you are fasting for 14 to 16 hours gap for your foods, then obviously what happens? The old age cells will undergo for degradation, and they go for recycling of their components to give a fully energized cells. Self-cannibalism. Okay, it is an act of self-cannibalism by the cells, which detoxifies the system and recycles the junk, all the cells, to give a healthy and vitality portion of our body. That's why we could able to live for a long time. So these two scientists made a high impact on our Indian lifestyle. That is why these are all well equipped in the yoga practice. That is why it is becoming very, very popular across the world. All these benefits, your fasting gives the benefit to your physical body, and your yoga meditation will give the benefit mind. Then what else you require? Your physical body and as well as your mind body, then you can able to live for a long. That's why Western peoples wonderfully, in a Time magazine it has put, once I saw this. Okay, Westerns, they view yoga and they in this fashion. Okay, the eastern part of the world treats the person as a whole. Okay, we take both the physical body and the invisible body, subtle body, for the disease. That's what the principles of Ayurveda, homeopathy, naturopathy, and all the Ayush guidelines which they put forward. Okay, but Western people, the Americans and so on, other people, they treats only the disease, the exact reason, the cancer. They don't they don't prevent the cancer, but that after getting the cancer, they can only treat the disease. That is what they can do, isn't? That is why they wonderfully quoted. That is what the people look at the India for these kind of a solutions. That's why once Martin Luther King on Nehru request, Jawaharlal Nehru's request, once he arrived to India, when he landed in Mumbai airport, okay, when journalists interviewed him, how do you see your visit to India? He put it in this a simple sentence. Okay, for other countries, I may go as a tourist, but to India, I will come always as a pilgrim, he said. You can see the Western people, the foreigners, would able to recognize the value of this country, the principles of this country, but we are unable to get realized simply because we are moving to the Western culture. That's what. Okay. So that's why yoga has been validated as a modern science by looking at benefits. Very important. That is why United Nations also has taken and declared the 21st June as every year it must be celebrated as an International Day of Yoga. Everybody knows this, as right. Since 2015, it has been okay. Nearly, you don't believe these are the latest statistics which have taken from the just flash news. These were all in nearly 200 countries. They are practicing the yoga. Nearly 200 billion people are practicing regularly. If you say in USA, one of the #1 country in the world, it is okay, richest country, we project always USA as the template. The revenue in 2020 from alone the yoga business was around 75,000 crores of rupees. Okay, the number of yoga practitioners latest in 2020 was 5.5 crores. Maybe 20% growth is there in 2021. Nearly 37% of the practitioners are of age below 18. You can see in the Time magazine, it is been the growth. You can see year by year, it is increasing the practice of yoga in USA. Okay, across the world, if you see here, nearly 300 million people practice yoga across the globe. Japan, you can see in the last 5 years, 413% of growth rate in doing, including even Netherlands. Okay, if you see here, in China also, there are 750 plus yoga facilities till 2016, but perhaps it is being raised, and you can see number of yoga teachers. Okay, that's why the word yoga became one of the a unique and most popular across the world, not only in the UK. Okay, research articles, you can see in 1980 there were no articles on this, but from late 1980s it is picked up and they could be able to experience so many articles. This is up to 2012. You can imagine even latest additions are not there, but I am not updated in this case. Okay, so this is how up to here. Now if you see, if the second aspect of this presentation is who invented this yoga. If you can dig for the knowledge purpose, okay, always we say, although it is born in India, okay, by this noblest, we can say a scientist, because we are looked in the scientific perception. Okay, this saint who is known as Sri Patanjali Yoga Maharshi, who lived 5,000 years ago. Okay, so he said yoga he defined as reunion with God is known as yoga. Okay, so another God, if you realize that is fine. Otherwise, we are obliterating our boundaries. It means I myself declared as I'm a professor, I'm a doctorate, I am like this, I imagined myself and I fixed the boundaries surrounding to my mind. Okay. Suppose if those are fixed away, then you don't see the world as it is. That's what he says. You just remove those, obliterate those boundaries, isn't eradicate those. You are not this, you are not this. If you keep on practicing those, then you could able to see the cosmic. You are connecting to the cosmic world. It means you came to know the reality. You are now living presently with your ambitions, through which you are unable to see the infinite world. You are living in a finite world, he says. Okay, that's what. And ultimately, the sensual consciousness with the universal divine consciousness can be described as yoga. Okay, so it is not of recent. I told you it is thousands of years ago. There are many definitions. Even in Bhagavad Gita, it has got the definition. Okay, yogastha kuru karmani, he says. Okay, skillfulness, discharge of your duties unselfishly can be called as an yoga, he says, Lord Krishna. But Patanjali Maharishi says, if you clean your mind, isn't? If you clean the modifications which are coming out from your mind, abnormal thoughts, since it is generating thousands of thoughts, if you prevent its amplification and if you focus on a single thought, then it can be called as, if you can able to silence your mind, if you can make the disturbed mind into unwavering, that can be called as yoga. In a Sanskrit, it is called as yoga chitta vritti nirodha, it is being said. Okay, so there are broadly, you may also come across these words. Okay, there are many ways of yoga. No sir, I am unable to maintain my mind. It is as usual, it is coming from the generations, from my ancestors. If I am unable to, then you just do whatever the duty, if you are assigned to you. Okay, if you do your duty unselfishly, without any, with the greatest devotion, okay, we all known as karma yoga. Okay, you will get the similar benefit as good as you are assigning to the God. Reaching to the God, one of the easiest, 65% of the population will fall under this category. Okay, then we have a bhakti yoga. Okay, a path of a devotion. Through devotion, there are Mirabai and so on. There are many people through bhakti, devotion to a single God, could be able to achieve the yoga. Okay, such people are called as yogis. Then Jnana yogis means an appropriate knowledge on the God, about the God. If you can able to feed to your mind, then your mind will be free from all those. Okay, that's why Jnana yogis we call them as. There are many Jnana yogis. Okay, then otherwise we have Raja Yoga. This is called as a royal path of yoga. Raja Yoga means one who practices the Patanjali Yoga instructions. Okay, who can able to systematically control his mind by following the instructions prescribed by the Patanjali Maharshi, the father of yoga. Then they will be called as Raja Yogis, or that method will be called as Raja Yoga. Okay. Coined there are 8 limbs. We call them as an Ashtanga yoga, that is known as. Okay, Ashta means 8, Anga means limbs. 8 limbs of yoga, it is called as. Okay, one by one is said here, like Yama. I'll just tell you in the next slides. Only I will list here. Okay, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, and Samadhi. These 8 stages, 8 folds of yoga, if you can able to do one by one, okay, if you can able to ascend from one stage to another stage, then definitely you can, by the time you reach even sixth, you can be in a absolutely, you forget about the sixth. Even if you are at a fourth or fifth, you will be in a wonderful human being. You can live for a long life with a quality from the external stimulation, from the external world, and you are directly going to your inner self deeper and deeper. By focusing, by concentration, you can able to go to meditation. Isn't meditative? It is a consequence of your all these practices. Please remember, you don't just by if you sit, close your eyes, and if you sit, it is not called as a meditation. Okay, if you close your eyes, you know how many things will keep on happening. You may go to sleep. Okay, you may be get feared away by many, but it is the consequence. It is not the process. It is the consequence of all these previous practices. Okay, so first limb, it is known as yama, moral codes. Moral code, isn't, is explained, it is known as, in a simple language, ethical values. How you are living in the society, very important, isn't or not? About society, people, how you should be. You should be a non-violent. Okay, non-violent means just if I hit an opposite person, it is not called as a violence. Even if you utter a word which causes the pain in the opposite people, it can be called as non-violence. That's what in Sanskrit it is been called as imsa, ahimsa, himsa and ahimsa. Okay, you must always have utter the truthfulness, purity of your speech should be there. Okay, then followed by you must be non-stealing, non-theft. I don't go much in detail by saying all these. If you're interested, you can go again the literature because it takes away the time. Okay, so non-theft, non-stealing, not physical possessions, even by mind. If you theft something, it can be called as astheya. Okay, brahmacharya. It is not that unmarried people are called as brahmacharya. You are moderating the energy. It is a Sanskrit word, brahmacharya. If you have any charya with Brahman, Brahman means the ultimate, the cosmic world. Okay, if you speak to him, okay, it means you are during brahmacharya, your energy will be at highest level. Otherwise, you will be wasting just by spending unnecessarily. That is what it is called as. That's why it is called as energy moderation. Okay, these are all English. In English, it is explained by Western people. You forget about the Sanskrit. I don't go in detail about the Sanskrits. Okay, so then we have aparigraha, non-possessiveness, or freedom from wanting more and more. Isn't it? These are all the qualities one should possess. Okay, to live in the society in an appropriate way. That's why they are called as ethical values. 5 principles of Yama, it is been known as. Then niyamas. Okay, how I should be in the society, how I should be to the surroundings. I saw in the previous one. Then how I should be in the society. If you see, I must be internally and externally always be saucha. Saucha represents pure. Okay, you are externally you are taking bath, but how about the internal? Your invisible, subtle, isn't that is also must be cleansed away, sanctified away by practices of meditation or concentration or dhyana, whatever you say. Okay, santosha. Whatever I possess, I should have a contentment beyond which you cannot, you will disturb again the mind. Okay, then you should have self-discipline or training your senses, sense organs. That is called as tapas. It is known as tapas. Swa Adhyaya, you must inquire, who am I exactly? Who am I means if I say Vijay Bhaskar, I am Vijay Bhaskar, that is at your physical level. If you are inquiring, it means you are going inner direction. That's what inner exploration of yours called as Swa Adhyaya, self-study it is called as. Then surrendering. If God appears before you, and if you ask him, if he asks something to you, what gift will you give it to me? You will say, I will give this, I will give that, whatever I have. You say the physical possessions. I'll offer you the fruits, I will offer you the flowers. These are all okay, physical possessions. But he says, you just submit your mind to me. I will make it sanctified and I will make it an ideal mind to you, he says. Okay, so that's why it is not my words. Everybody should not mistake my words. These are all from the literature, this says. Okay, so that's why it is called in Sanskrit Ishvara Pranidhana, or surrendering to the Almighty. Surrendering means you are just surrendering the gadget that is present in your body, which is invisible, known as the mind. Okay. Then look at here. The practice of niyama helps us maintain a positive environment in which to grow and gives us the self-discipline and inner strength which is necessary to progress along the path of the yoga. Okay. So once you cleansed both the external and internal, then the third limb of this Patanjali Sutras is known as Yogasana. Everybody might be knowing twisting and turning of your body. Okay, look at here. All these we do regularly. Hope you're all maybe practicing, few of you. Okay, so what does it mean? You must be, asana means in Sanskrit, you must be capable to sit very comfortably in a particular posture for a long time, maybe for 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Saints used to sit for years together. Okay, but we never, not even 5 minutes we try to sit. You can see the incoordination in our body. Okay, so you, by doing the asanas, it will help you, the blood circulation, each and every cell will receive. The logic behind doing the asanas is, it supplies, by doing like this, there will be a adequate amount of blood supply will be there to each and every cell of your body. Okay, if proper blood supply is there, it means you are supplying the proper amount of oxygen. You know, the oxygen is the it's a pranavayu, we call it as. Yes or no? So that's why by doing asanas, if all the cells are in healthy condition, you can sit not only for minutes but even for hours together. That is what the asana means. Next is stage of the yogasanas is pranayama. This is also most popular word. Okay, where breath control. You can see, just count the number of breaths by closing your eyes per minute. You can see there will be a very, very abnormal breaths will be there. You don't have any control on your breath. You can imagine if you have an anxiety, if you have a stress, abnormal breathing will be there. But remember, you should have a master on your breath. That's why breath control can be attained by doing pranayama. Very important. Why? Because it is the bridge between the body and the mind. Very, very important. That's why mind is like a monkey. It keeps on wandering for the external stimulations. Very important this is. That's the reason, irrespective of, even if tsunami comes, the mind should not react negatively. That is the beauty. Steadfastness in the mind can be attained by having a control on this, by having a coordination with the body function. So when they are bridged by having a breath control, we can able to attain, we can able to live the life very quality, with the greatest quality, with a healthy life. I'm speaking only on healthy life. I don't speak about to become a saint. Don't become a scientist. Don't become a saint again. You don't become one more. You don't mimic Vivekananda or someone else. You are the special on this earth. You become your own unique. You do your duties, but having the best health. That is what mean to say in the science of the life. Okay. Next, we got a one more. It is known as pratyahara. I am not saying about the practices. I am saying only their benefits. Very important. Okay. Pratyahara means you are withdrawing your sensual organs, sense organs, the energy which you are supplying, wasting to the your sense organs. Very, very important. You are withdrawing that energy. That's why your energy moderation. It is been happening. Pratyahara. Okay. Very, very important. And it is the preliminary step. Once you withdraw your energy that is being wasted through your sense organs, and if you focus, that is the beginning step for your meditation. Okay. And for your self-realization. Then we have dharana. It is a further step of mental concentration. Dharana means, okay, an Australian named as, you can see him, Gregor Mihale, okay. He wrote almost 3 to 4 books on yoga. He is an Australian born, but fully dedicated to yoga practice. And he is written one of the greatest yoga spreader across the world, this gentleman, Gregor Mihale. Okay, he says, dharana, the mind thinks about on only one object, but avoids abnormal thoughts. To such an extent, if you go, we call it as dharana. Then everybody knows this word. Dhyana means, in a English terminologies, it can be called as meditation. Okay, means a deeper concentration. Very important. In order to attain the calmness and tranquility of the mind, if someone murmurs on me, okay, if he gives me any hated speech also, I just laugh, but I never react. Very important this is. React to the external and responding, both are different. Very important this is. Okay. If you are reacting means you are again becoming a fool with any hated speech. If you are responding means you are giving an appropriate a meaning to him. A psychiatrist is there. Okay. His patients are who? Psychiatric patients. They are disturbed patients. Because his patient is beating the doctor, if he beats again him, then he will also become patient. Isn't a psychiatrist? He laughs at him because he knows that he is a diseased. In the similar way, you can able to attain to that state once if you have a deeper concentration or a meditation. Okay, that's what you will get absolute control on your mind with the calmness and tranquility. That is why you will enjoy the living as long as you are living on this earth. With this state of mind, you never worried about what exactly happens to the external. Okay. So always a deep concentration leads to self-knowledge. It will give you, I tell you, these are all put forward by saints. Okay. They will give you self-knowledge, which provides whatever the questions which are asked by your mind, these are all being answered with an appropriate amount of the knowledge in the dhyana, because God will be speaking to you in the dhyana. Okay, in the prayer, you might have known this. In the prayer, you will be speaking to the God, but in dhyana, God arrives to you. Okay, then one more, that is called as absolute blissful state. Don't misinterpret samadhi. Samadhi means you will not be submerged in the somewhere. Okay, samadhi means highest ecstasy states, blissful state, in which you are not just bothered away by anything else. Where the people say, scientist says, even God can become a slave to you. To this is the highest level of your yoga practice. Okay, so in a simple way, the yoga has been put forward for the modern people because we are educated. If you are happy at body level, it can be called as an health. And if you are, madam, I will finish it within 2-3 minutes. Okay. Yeah. If you are happy at, if you are pleasant at mind level, it can be called as peace and joy. And if you are pleasant at emotions, it is known as love and compassion. And if you are pleasant at life energies, okay, it is called as a blissful and ecstasy state. Okay. You know, when you are a joyful state, how pathological chemicals were released when you are feeling the stress. In a joyful state also, you got in a happy hormones release. Happy chemicals will be released. These are all the happy chemicals: dopamine, endogenous morphines. You might have heard these terms. Okay. Oxytocin, serotonin is known as 5-HT. These are all known as happy chemicals. As long as their release will be normal, so long as you will enjoy the joyful state, you are not worried about this. As long as adrenaline is got released excessive levels, you will be worried about this. Okay, so controversial, these are all. Enjoy the health. Big start to begin. Those who are not started the yoga, learn this. Being a pharmacist, I am not commanding, but I am requesting. I say the same to my students also. Okay, it has got a larger benefits. Being a pharmacist, we should enjoy first what does mean by the health. Very important. Remember, diabetes, hypertension, they are not diseases. They are just disturbed. They are caused due to because of imbalance in our thoughts, metabolic disorders. They can be rectified nowadays. I'm telling you, 99% they are curable disease. Very, very, but provided with an appropriate knowledge you require disease. Very important. That's why just practice the yoga. If now not started, get the best awareness and enjoy. When you are happy at your home, the whole family will be enjoying the happiness. If you are laughing as a pharmacist, surroundings will also be happy, so that you will get the best benefits from it. Thank you so much. Okay. Madam.
So thank you. It was really a wonderful session. I request the delegates, if you have any questions, you can put it into the chat box so that sir will answer your question. Anyhow, sir has given a very beautiful session, how to have a balanced life and how to keep ourselves happy, away from desires, leave the past, and do not believe in future, but live in present life. That's more important. So any questions are there, kindly put into the chat box so that sir will answer your questions. And the slides sharing, we will be putting the YouTube links in the of all the sessions. Okay, on your chat that is chat box, as well as in your YouTube, and we'll be personally mailing it to you. So don't worry about these slides. So you can view the session as many times as you want on a YouTube. Any questions from the delegates? You can personally unmute yourself and ask the questions to sir. Just end the, you can end your screen share and make yourself visible to all of us.
Who, me?
Yes, sir.
Ah, okay, madam. Okay. I came out, madam?
No, sir, you're not visible. Meaning,
okay.
camera.
Video I wanted to start.
Yes, yes, sir.
Thank you. Can I, madam, now?
No, sir, no.
Really? Okay. 1 second, I'll stop sharing.
Yes, sir, you have to stop.
Ah,
Stop sharing.
Now. I think so, no questions.
Everybody have attained that spiritual kind of thing by listening to your words.
No.
Your session was very calm and pleasant, actually.
No.
Without any disturbance, the session went on. So
No, I'm, yeah.
date session 5. So any questions from the delegates, please ask for. The feedback form for this session will be posted in the chat box, as well as we will send the feedback form to your personal WhatsApp as well as your mail. Kindly give your feedback through this feedback form.
Yeah.
So we are not able to see you still.
I just muted my video. Why me?
No, but actually our delegates wants to see.
Okay, madam. Thank you.
Okay.
I hope so. No questions. I thank madam. I thank you for giving me an opportunity to speak about a few words. Personally, I'm benefited. That's why I feel an immense pleasure to share with you all people. Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. You have given a very well-balanced talk.
Thank you.
We have given
Thank
a
you.
well-balanced talk. So
Thank you
Giriraj
very
sir has joined.
Huh?
Bhaskar sir, Giriraj sir has joined.
Giriraj Kulkarni. Yeah. Mr. Giriraj, I think he has been practicing. I saw him. He used to post in a Facebook. His appearance also, physical appearance, gives the glimpse of his yoga practice. We are both classmates. I'm proud to say, me and Giriraj during my B Pharmacy course in Harpanahalli. I am very proud.
Finally, I am unable to unmute. It was excellent talk.
Yeah.
I have recorded it myself.
Yes. I'm proud to be associated with Giriraj. I always say he is not just a friend, but he's my family friend. I tell you, we are so much deeply involved, maybe physically away. I always remember his name, his family members. That is what we connect with. Joyfully we discuss. He never say no anytime to speak or to meet. Such a wonderful human being. I tell you, Sutik's meaning, I always refer to Kulkarni if someone calls me, simply because he just mastered it. I tell you, I cannot say, I'm not exaggerating. All the Sutiks people, I think so. You're all participants. You don't leave the Giriraj Kulkarni if you got any troubleshoots, because he just does not read, but he involves in research.
So
He participates.
yesterday we witnessed his session.
Yes, that's what I mean to say.
Yes.
He's so wonderful in this. He loves as the subject as much as he loves his mother. There is no replacement, I tell you. Okay, that is what his involvement. I'm not exaggerating. It's my pleasure to say the words on Kulkarni. Yesterday, when he was, I was busy with my my classworks. I could not attend his session. But otherwise, I tell you.
But your session was really highly beneficial, useful to all, because everybody will be busy in their mundane day-to-day life, and people don't have time for themselves.
Correct.
And, I
No,
hope
we
after your lecture, at least out of the 100 people who are attending this, 50 to 60 will come to this track.
Very important, Giriraj. Why I mean to say here is, we made a mess of our life at the cost of our own health. What kind of a living? We are not living, but we are surviving. Yes, half alive this is.
That is true.
Very stupidity this is. And at a very young age, getting hypertension, diabetes. What is this nonsense? Yes or no? I am really disturbed. Not because I got, I am not having. I'm just because I'm looking at the younger generation. They are all about the external possessions. Very important. Everybody is trying to, after the Western culture, we are trying to adopt. You have, if you possess these, if you have like these, you think you are becoming a great. But remember, a recent episode of the COVID, what it taught us. Then recently we lost a wonderful youngest dynamic hero from the Karnataka, Puneet Kumar. Very dynamic fellow, wonderful human being. He was living for the social cause. Thousands of students were
helped by him.
Exactly. That's what. But just abruptly he left us. How could this happen? We are not just answering these questions by inward journey. That's why don't look at the external. You will get tired of, I tell you. Isn't? Maybe all are younger to me, but if anybody elders are there, I pray for them. Don't mistake my words. Okay, this is what the message I wanted to convey. My friend is also there who loves yoga, Giriraj. We both trying to share our experiences. Please don't look at physical world. Physical world gives a temporary happiness, but it always followed by dukkha. Very important is, don't aim for money or possessions. Look for your inner joy. Very important. Be content within you and try to avoid the lifestyle diseases. Don't go for a samadhi state or pranayama state, whatever. I don't recommend all those to sit in the forest. Be in the society and live, try to live joyfully without any diseases. And just convey the same message what you feel to your surroundings. That is absolutely enough to get a salvation. Not look at it a commercial way. Don't understand the science in a commercial sense. Very important. It becomes a commercial science otherwise. Science must be read to understand and to implement to give a quality life. Otherwise, it is not a science. It is ridiculous, I tell you. That's why we are all pharmacists. We belongs to health profession for which we should feel proud. The thing is we are unable to understand by ourselves. Pharmacist meaning how many sales, how much amount of sales, drugs, pharmaceuticals, turnover. I'm looking in that angle, how much profit I got per day today. This is, you imagine, if you have a medical store, if you are getting more profits per day, it means you are spoiling the world. The day you see the zero sales in you, it means the world is very good. Remember, in that angle, you will have to think away, not to be seen the profit sake. Otherwise, it becomes a very, very commercial. For all, if you practice this, it will be a greatest salvation to our pharmacist community. As a pharmacist, I'm speaking, not as any individual or any person, not for, don't look at me, don't interpret my words in a individual way. As a pharmacist, I'm saying with a great pain. That's what I teach to my students also. I don't teach the science for commercial. I tell them directly on the first day, you will be landing into the troubles if you are reading the science for commercial purpose. Read first for your happy living. Happy living. We born here, we don't know how long we live, but live whatever joyfully with a laughing face and make others to laugh also. That is also wonderful, isn't it? Otherwise, it's not good practice. It is not a good way of living. You are living with troubles. Thank you once again for all. Thanks, Kulkarni. I'll be so
Thank you.
happy.
It was a nice, very
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, yeah.
And
I'll
I'm
be-
very happy to see you after 1 or 2
Yeah,
years
yeah.
or 3-4 years mostly.
Definitely, definitely. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
So
Yes.
there's one question, sir.
Ah,
Is diabetes and hypertension will be fully cured by yoga?
100%. I'm telling you, you can become a very normal. You please take my mobile number from the madam
Yes.
and you just call me. I'll say how exactly it is. It is not a disease, diabetes. It is a disorder because of ignorance. I always say lack of proper knowledge. We acquired them. With an appropriate knowledge, we can eradicate them. Remember, all of you, the greatest evil on this earth is not an evil, but it is an ignorance. I keep repeating all this always. Ignorance is lack of an appropriate knowledge. Acquire the appropriate knowledge, very important. You should have an analytical brain. I tell you, you will enjoy the life. Okay, very important this is. It can be reversible, very important. If anybody individuals required, please do contact me. Don't hesitate to me. I will say how exactly it should be done. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
One of the delegate has written how polite sir is. We salute his simplicity. Absolutely, sir is a very good human being overall, a very good teacher. Okay, sir has been awarded 2 times Best Teacher Award in Manipal College of Pharmaceutical Sciences for teaching.
Madam,
pharmaceutical
those are the
chemistry.
things of the past.
No, for teaching pharmaceutical chemistry. I'm very happy that sir has given such a good lecture on yoga also. So
Don't take me for the past.
No, I'm just telling delegates that you can see how sir is living a very balanced life. This is what I wanted to convey, that we being pharmacists, we can also afford to have a balanced life. Depending on all the stress we are undergoing, but still we can have a balanced life. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot for such a wonderful session. I request Pratiksha to give a thanks to sir and end this session.
I once again thank you, sir, for this wonderful session. We have learned a lot in this session, and I once again thank you.
Thank you so much, madam. Junior Rakki, madam. Thank you.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all the delegates for joining and having a very patient listening over here. We will rejoin the session at 11:15. We'll have a break for 15 minutes. Next session is by Badrinath DR. We have a very interesting session, sir. Again, Badrinath is a student of Vijay Bhaskar, sir.
Yes. Again, you will see a good human being, I tell you. He always will be laughing. I tell you, you will enjoy with him. Thank you so much.
And the session is very interesting since we are going to learn the emerging trends in the pet drug delivery for the animals. So it's a very interesting session. Kindly join at 11:15 back. Thank you. Thank you, sir. So we'll end the meeting for all now. And kindly, the link has been given. I will share the link on the WhatsApp group as well as to your emails. Kindly fill the feedback form for this session. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Bye, sir. Bye, sir.
Bye.